Hello, my name is Fox and you're watching Den of Fools. Let's jump right in. In week 9 of 2023 we had 63 tournaments with a total of 1,152 players and 4,159 games played. This week Space Marines topped the charts with 14 wins and 48 top 3 places. However, in the weighted placings, they get 1 win for every 17.5 players. The Orks are close behind with 10 wins, but with a very impressive weighted placing of 6.4. This is the best weighted placing we see this week, with the Orks being the only faction in blue with a weighted placing better than 10. Astra Militarum are the last faction in blue with 6 wins and a weighted placing of 15.5. The Custodies top the green group with 5 wins and a weighted placing of 13.4. The Worldies and Tyranids are the only factions in green with a weighted placing less than 10, both getting 9.5. The World Eaters continue their strong form, but it is somewhat surprising the other faction is Tyranids. We will see later on in the video that they are still below a 50% win rate. All of their wins did come from the tournaments with less than 20 players, so they are still struggling at the bigger events. All 25 factions manage at least one top 10 placing, with the Space Marines getting the most top 10s with 131. Astra Militarum get 50 top 10 placings, with Custodies getting 39. Unsurprisingly, the Space Marines are the most played faction, with 21.27% of players taking them. Astra Militarum are the second most popular faction, 8.07%. They are followed by Custodies, who are on 5.82%. The popularity of Custodies seems to have dropped a little bit this week, but the popularity of Orks has gone up to 5.56%. If this trend continues, perhaps we will see the Orks overtake the Custodies as the third most popular faction. It takes our resident stat guru and Ultramarine fanboy Fearless Fox many hours to collect all the data. It would be great if you could show your appreciation by liking the video. It really helps us with the God algorithm of YouTube. We have grouped the win rates by colour, with the key at the bottom of the screen. This week, Genesalicals top the charts with a win rate of 58.6%. The Harlequins are close behind on 57.1%, but with only 14 players. Chaos Demons are next with a win rate of 54.9%, closely followed by the third most popular faction Custodies, who get a win rate of 54.5%. The second most popular faction Astra Militarum get a win rate of 52.6%, with the most popular faction Space Marines just missing out on green with a win rate of 49.4%. We saw earlier that the Tyranids had an impressive performance winning tournament, with the joint second best weighted placing of 9.5. Their win rate, however, is still quite low. They just get in yellow with 40.5%. They did only have 38 players in total this week, which has made it easy for them to get a good weighted placing. It will be interesting to see if they can keep winning tournaments in the coming weeks. Having topped the weekly win rate, the Genesalicals have managed to overtake Chaos Demons to top the win rates in Arks so far. They get an impressive win rate of 56.1% compared to Chaos Demons' win rate of 55.9%. They are closely followed by Orks in third with a win rate of 54.2%. The Orks seem to be better at winning events, with a much better weighted placing this week of 6.4. In comparison, the Genesalicals got a weighted placing of 18, with Demons back on 31.5. With their superior performance winning tournament, are Orks the best in Arks? Let us know what you think in the comments. The third most popular faction in Arks so far, Custodies get a win rate of 52.8%. The Votann get a win rate of 52.3%, narrowly ahead of the World Eaters who get a win rate of 52.2%. The Inari are on 51.9%, followed by the second most popular faction Astra Militarum on 51.3%. The most popular faction, Space Marines, are still on a win rate of 49.1%, having already had over 1,500 players. Having had a poor week, the Thousand Sons are the only faction in red with a win rate of 38.6%. They are in need of some buffs, which I hope they will get sooner rather than later, especially as I have recently started a Thousand Sons army. There are 5 chapters in blue with very few players representing them, although it is nice to see the Death Watch having a good week with a win rate of 71.4%. There was, however, only 4 players taking them. The Dark Angels are the most popular chapter this week. They are joint first with the third most popular chapter, the Iron Hands. They both get a win rate of 54.2%. The second most popular chapter, the Space Wolves, managed to get into green with a win rate of 51%. There are only 3 more chapters which have more than 20 players this week. Fearless's favourite Blue Boys, the Ultramarines, top the yellow group with a win rate of 48.7%. The Blood Angels just missed out on yellow with a win rate of 39.6%. The Black Templars are the last faction in red with a decent number of players, getting a win rate of 37%. The 4 chapters with very few players in blue technically top the win rates, but as they are so few, the Dark Angels are still leading the way for the Space Marines. They have a win rate of 57.4%, which makes the chapter the best performing faction in Ark so far. The Iron Hands are the second most played chapter. They get a win rate of 55.7%, which gives them the third best win rate in Arks. The Space Wolves are the third most popular chapter, now having over 200 players. They are very close to getting into green with a win rate of 49.7%. The Salamanders are nearly at 100 players. They get a win rate of 46.8%. There are a further 3 chapters with over 100 players, with the Blood Angels and Black Templars both getting a win rate of 44.8%. Fearless's favourite Blue Boys, the Ultramarines, are slowly climbing the rankings, with an increase after an impressive performance this week. They get a win rate of 42.8%. This week, only 2 of the known legions have more than 10 players. The Iron Warriors top the win rates for Arks so far with 47.2%. The Emperor's Children are still the most popular legion in Arks, although their win rate has dropped slightly to 42.7%. The Black Legion, who have just played the most games, get a win rate of 42%, with the majority of Chaos Space Marine sub-factions being unknown. If you enjoyed our content, please subscribe, check out one of the videos on screen, and consider using our affiliate links in the description. Thank you for watching.